Presented by Turkish Airlines, Spalding, and Intersport.
In the show, Arroyo and Spanoulis go head-to-head on the floor and in front of our microphones. Fenerbahce Ulker are dreaming big with Lenas Kleiza. A new star was born, EA7 Emporio Armani Milan forward Nicolò Melli. A new face is voted MVP of the week, and we have the usual top three. We will have the opportunity to enjoy one of the most exciting matchups of the Turkish Airlines Euroleague in the Game of the Week. Galatasaray Live Hospital Istanbul versus Olympiakos Piraeus. It was also a head-to-head between Carlos Arroyo for the home team and Vasilis Spanoulis for the Reds.
You know, he's a great player, a player that has earned his respect with his abilities and his fight on the court.
A lot of offense of Galata pass through his hands, so we have to be very focused on him. He has very good pull-up shoot, and he knows to read the defense.
Puerto Rican star, now 34, and the three-time Euroleague final MVP, who is 31, are conscious of how opponents are always concerned about them, but they are true leaders, and both have their ways of dealing with this problem.
You got to play and kind of react with what the game gives you at times, and just go with the flow of the game. But I love passing the ball. I love, involving my teammates in the game and just making the right decisions.
I have to find a way to help my team and to try to find the open man, because a lot of times there's 2 and 3 people around me, so I'm not able to score. So I have to go to the next step to help one of my teammates to be in a good position to score or to move the ball.
Strangely, even after so many years at the top for both, Thursday night was their first duel in the Euroleague. Their experience and knowledge is invaluable when it comes to playing against each other.
I think we have to make his game uncomfortable. Definitely draw him into situations where he's going to have to get rid of the ball, pass the ball. 90% of the time, their plays are for him or with him. So understand where he's at all times. Be aware of his attacks.
We have to put pressure on him, to don't let him feel free in the floor, and to make his game. Because if you let him, he can be really dangerous for our team.
In modern basketball, even more than in the past, their position is fundamental. Both know how important their jobs are to winning matches.
A lot, especially if he's a player like Carlos Arroyo, that he has a lot of time the ball on his hands.
I think it starts with the point guard. The decision making, it starts with the guy who runs the team and has the ball. So decision making is very important in this type of EuroLeague games. Every possession counts. Understand that you have to execute the right way at very important moments in the game, and obviously make the right decision to be able to have a chance of winning.
Of course, only one team can win a game, but both Carlos and Vasilis did their jobs to the best of their abilities. The Galatasaray point guard scored 10 points, serving 4 assists, while the Greek player was the best of his team with 18 points and 3 assists. After After leading for the entire game, the reigning champions won 78-67 with a solid contribution by Matthew Loyeski. Top scorer for Galatasaray was Nate Jawai with 22 points, his Euroleague career high. Unfortunately, shortly after his great game, he was hospitalised with possible neck trauma from an accidental knock on the chin during the game. He remained in hospital for the weekend to undergo further tests. In Tel Aviv, we met Macabi Electra point guard Ricky Hickman, 28. Born in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, after playing in the USA and around much of Europe, he eventually settled in Israel. There he found the necessary stability needed to play at his best.
It wasn't as easy as it probably looked, but I had a lot of support from Coach David Blatt and the assistant coaches, and I was with a team where they it gave me a lot of opportunity to be myself. So it made the transition easy for me.
We go this side. Johnny, you're here. He's got the ball. Starts the dribble here. Hick, you cut right in front of Joe. Yogi, good deep handoff. Deep handoff from Joe.
The relationship with Coach Blatt is therefore a crucial step in the evolution of Hickman. He knows and shares the merits of the positive results. The goal is the same for all, to improve.
Basketball is, a lot of times about confidence and, just the mental approach. So, when you have a coach that's, confident in you, is, just like, go, do what you do and, just play the right way, it's really easy to play that way. And, I learned, work ethic and, never take anything for granted, So every time I'm on the court, I try to, get the most of each day, work as hard as I can and, just try to improve. And I've carried that with me to this day.
This is the second season for Hickman with Macabi, but he isn't the only player to have remained at the club. The recipe for Macabi this year is in fact a mix of veterans, some high-profile returns and solid reinforcements. Plus, the support of the Nokia Arena is another decisive factor for the Yellows.
We kept our core guys here, me, Dev, and Sean, and they was a big part last year of, being real vocal, trying to help push me to, be aggressive, be myself, and they're back here this year, and we got some new guys as well who I feel that we gelled pretty quickly, and we got the best fans I think in Europe. I think our fans are amazing. They give us an extra boost, and I know for me, whenever I get on that floor in Nokia, it feels magical. It's like they're really behind you. You can almost sometimes feel the floor shaking.
In week 2, Macabi Electra hosted Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade. The Israeli team started the game displaying some real flair. 7 points ahead at the end of the first quarter. 11 at half-time. And 17 at the third buzzer. The hosts then controlled the last quarter, taking the win 96-82. Macabi made 15 three-pointers, a record for the club, matched for the third time, and won its opening Euroleague home game for the 15th year in a row. 7 Macabi players scored in double figures, with Devin Smith setting a high of 17 points for the Yellows on the night. Boban Marjanovic was top scorer for the visitors and of the game with 20 points and 13 rebounds. Macabi improved to a 1-1 record in Group D, while Crvena Zvezda remain winless. Lenas Kleiza was born in Kaunas, Lithuania in 1985. He's still young considering he has a career full of experience, all at the highest level. Among them, a title game played with Olympiacos Piraeus in the 2009-2010 season. The year he was named in the All-Euroleague first team and won the Alfonso Ford Top Scorer trophy after scoring more than 17 points per game. For a player like him, the individual awards are important, but they are not his priority.
The first experience playing with Olympiacos was very good. We came so close, we lost in the finals, and of course it was upsetting. That's one of the things that I regret. You know, you always think, well, what you could have done better, and as a team, as you.
It was a disappointment for him, but it is also something that will go a long way in helping him in his new adventure with Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul. As everyone knows, the Euroleague is no ordinary competition.
You always got to be at your best. You know, wherever you go, it doesn't matter. It's what country that team is from. Everybody can play, and you can lose anytime. So it's very tough, and playing against you know, in different countries with their fans is very exciting, and it's always a good game. There's no easy games in Euroleague.
It is tough to win every single game, especially when you face teams like FC Barcelona. But if you want the dream to come true, you must overcome every team.
For me, coming here with a team trying to build, and you can make impact and you can make history, but it's going to be a very tough thing to do. To win Euroleague, of course, it's a reachable goal, and that's what we're shooting for.
Who better than the 8-time Euroleague champion Željko Obradović to make those dreams come true?
Coach Obradović is, you know, very good coach, and you know, his record speaks for itself. He won many Euroleagues and everything else, so we're learning a lot from him, and I'm looking forward with him to winning something.
Lenas was a factor Friday night. He scored 22 points, was top scorer by far in the game with a perfect 8 for 8 from the line. To defeat a great team, you need some help, and Lenas found that help mainly in Bojan Bogdanović, 11 points, and in Luka Zoric, 12. Ante Tomic was the leading star for the Spanish team with 16 points. Despite a 10-0 partial run in the last few minutes from Barcelona, Fenerbahce Ülker held on for an impressive 75-70 win. One of the brightest rising stars of Italian basketball is Nicolò Melli. The EA7 Emporio Armani Milan power forward showed his best form in Game 2 against Žalgiris Kaunas. A perfect performance thanks to his Euroleague career high of 20 points and 9 rebounds.
I'm happy because I scored 20 points, but this 20 points helps the team to win, you know, because my goal is to win the game, and if I score 2 or 20 points, doesn't matter. The only matter is to win, so I'm happy twice. I'm a normal guy, you know, it happens to everybody to have a good game. This turn happened to me. I hope next turn happens to me again, but, you know, we will see it. I'm happy for the win.
It hasn't been long, but the relationship with new coach Luca Banchi seems to have produced positive results for the 22-year-old.
I feel now I have a good relationship with the coach. I'm happy how he's working, how he's working also with me. You know, personally, I like him. I'm not the person that can say, okay, you're doing a good job. You know, I'm just a player. But still, you know, I know what Milano is. I know what kind of pressure, what kind of atmosphere you feel every day. and I think he's handled it pretty good.
This satisfying start comes on the back of a season where victories were scarce. However, those difficulties have certainly made him stronger.
Last year was probably the year where everything's wrong can happens. And so we don't have to think a lot about the past, but think about the future. Our future can be bright if we keep working like we did in this 3-4 weeks all together.
His idols are two EuroLeague legends, although they do not play in exactly the same position, so it's difficult to pick up tricks of the trade. But there is always something you can take from a champion.
My two favorite players right now in EuroLeague are like Diamantidis and Jasikevičius. And yesterday I stole Jasikevičius' jersey. So, you know, this is the second good thing that happened yesterday after my game and the win. I passed the jersey to him on the court, and then I wait him out of the locker room just to remember him, just to remind him that he had to give it to me.
One man from the EuroLeague past inspired him more than others. This man played for Olimpia Milano back in the 80s, winning the EuroLeague Final Four MVP in 1988, and was one of the best US players ever seen in Europe.
Macabi, like, for the spirit he was putting on the game, like, not also for the talent, the skills he had, but just for the spirit. Once last year, like in the bad moment, a person wrote me a letter that I had like something close to the spirit of Macabi, and that was probably one of the best compliments a person did it to me.
Melli is a cheerful and determined young star with an excellent ability to communicate with foreign players thanks to his language skills.
I speak good English because my mom is from Nebraska, the United States. I don't speak perfectly both languages. It's my fault, you know. I'm a lazy Italian guy. Everybody can understand me. Still, if I go into the United States, I don't die because I'm hungry, you know what I mean.
To be the bwin MVP of the week, playing less than half the game. 20 points in 19 minutes and 46 seconds is a good way to start. A personal best for Unicaja Malaga forward Nik Caner-Medley, putting 7 for 8 by 2 points and 2 for 3 by 3. Then, if we add 10 rebounds, we have a double-double, with 1 steal and 1 assist. All this gave him a performance index rating of 29, a career high, and the best amongst the winners of Week 2. Caner-Medley, who has just turned 30 after many seasons playing around Spain, made his debut in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague last year with Macabi Electra Tel Aviv, averaging 4 points and almost 3 rebounds, playing less than 14 minutes. Now he is back in Spain, called on by coach Joan Plaza, and he has averaged more than 21 minutes so far. Perhaps this bwin award could be the first of a long series. In the summer, France claimed basketball's European crown after beating Lithuania in the final. And now Les Bleus players are ready to transfer that success to club level in the EuroLeague, starting with Antoine Diop, the 24-year-old point guard of Strasbourg and a gold medalist in Slovenia.
For sure, I will play with a lot of confidence, and I learn a lot with the experience, with the national team, everything. Now I think I'm ready. Even if we get a medal, we need to work a lot. We are not the best team of the Euroleague, so we need to put intensity in the game.
Having overcome the injuries which seemed to compromise the beginning of his involvement in this year's tournament, Diop is back in the Euroleague since last appearing in the 2009-2010 season with Le Mans.
It's my first years in Euroleague, so it was a découverte.
In the past, he may have felt out of his depth in the Euroleague. Now it is a different story.
I'm more calm, you know. I'm more. I try to help my team, and I play with a lot of confidence now. And I just try to help my team and just play my game without any question, any pressure. I just enjoy the game. I'm really happy to play EuroLeague again, and we try to do the best.
Diop proved to be ready from tip-off, not disappointing the expectations and excelling in Game 1 in Bamberg despite defeat. But the beginning of the tournament was not one of the best for the French club. In Week 2 at the Renault Spa, Strasbourg hosted Anadolu Efes Istanbul. The Turkish side rapidly took control of the game as Tadija Dragicevic and Scottie Hobson were able to score 12 straight points, which gave the visitors an early double-digit lead, 8-19. An advantage that coach Oktay Mahmouti's team was able to manage until the end. The final score was 66-76, with 20 points for Scottie Hobson, top scorer of the night. It's the second success for Anadolu Efes in Group B and the second defeat for Strasbourg.
Number 3, Nicosia Cyprus. Dimitris Diamantidis connects with Stefan Lasme for a big two-handed slam. Number 2, Istanbul, Turkey. Carlos Arroyo of Galatasaray lofts up the pass and Nate Jawai brings down the house with a dunk. Number 1 player of the week, Belgrade, Serbia. Partizan NIS on the break. Leo Vesterman makes a mid-court pass to Dragan Milosavljevic for a fast break, alley-oop dunk.
Two of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague powerhouses meet in the next game of the week at the Fenerbahce Ulker Sports Arena of Istanbul, when Fenerbahce Ulker Istanbul take on CSKA Moscow. Two legendary coaches will renew their rivalry. 8-time EuroLeague winner Željko Obradović and 4-time EuroLeague winner Ettore Messina. Obradović arrived in Turkey over the summer in order to help the club reach the Final Four. While Messina is in his 6th season with CSKA after winning the EuroLeague twice with the Russian club in 2006 and 2008. The two teams last met during the 2008-2009 Top 16 and CSKA triumphed in both games. The Turkish side comes into the match with a new-look roster. First of all, former All-EuroLeague first-team Lithuanian forward Lenas Kleiza and big man Luka Zoric, a EuroLeague Week 4 MVP. They join scoring ace Bojan Bogdanovic and point guard Bo McCaleb in attempting to take Fenerbahce Ulker all the way in the competition. CSKA newcomers Jeremy Pargo, Vitaly Fritzen and two-time Euroleague champion Karl Heinz have added consistency and solidity to a team that have made it to the Final Four in the last 2 seasons. It is a clash of the Titans. Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul, CSKA Moscow is our next game of the week.
Presented by Turkish Airlines, Spalding, and Intersport.